Alrighty guys, welcome to my first ever review of a actual field I have been at. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to rate this field based on a couple different factors, mostly on, the size of the field, the games that are played, the availability for rental equipment, and stuff like that, and including the staff as well, how good they are. Anyway guys, so right here, these are the instructions on how to get there. At the beginning, you saw the address, and this is actually the instructions because it's a little bit weird getting to the property as it is. Just because when you do go to this property, when you turn off the road to the right and you go down this way, you gotta kind of pop a U-turn to get there. But other than that, once you get there, it's a huge field. Right here, this is the Google Maps view from the fields, and holy crap, is it huge! I mean, it is like 40 something acres, I think, and they have a bunch of different areas to do things as well. They got multiple buildings, they got multiple levels, as well as they actually have trenches. They have forest play and all this stuff. It's a pretty amazing field, guys. Right here we have the kind of the player turnout. This is the parking. You guys, everybody parks here and whatnot. Y'all sit down here and whatever. Most weekends I've heard from different people there that there's not like too many people, but then occasionally you get a bunch of people like this, where this is I want to say anywhere between 200 and 300 people. I want to say when I went, there was about 300 people there, and I mean, we had a blast. It was humongously fun. The staff there, who I met of them are pretty okay. I mean, some of them are kind of not the best, but we'll get into that in a minute. Alrighty, so this little green shack right here is actually where you go to pick up your guns if you have to rent them. The cool part about it is they have rental guns, they have rental batteries, so if you don't necessarily need the whole entire gun, you can just get just a battery. That's also where you pay and everything, and once you get that, you get a wristband, and then you go off to the Chrono Station. So after you go to the Chrono Station, you get all your stuff squared away. They give you like this little plastic zip tie to put somewhere on your gun. Usually it's on the single point sling, and that signifies that your gun has been chronoed. You have to do it for each of your guns if you bring multiple guns. You don't have to do it if it's a rental gun. Now, as for the field, I believe it is 41 acres, I believe. They have a lot of different things. The fields are amazing. Unfortunately, for the amount of players that showed up, at least the time I went and the couple times that I've heard about, they were severely short-staffed to the point where there was about 3 people for 300 players on 40 acres of land. That's not a good ratio, and when the games were over, nobody could really tell when games were over. Nobody could hear because they only had one air horn, and they didn't have very loud whistles. But overall, I mean, setting that aside, it's a very, very cool place to go and play. And this picture right here, this is the trenches that they have. And the cool part about D14 is that they have multiple gameplay styles. So it's not like you're stuck with force on force, in and out, and that's all you do. They have multiple game styles, a couple of which, like prop hunts, finding an ammo cache. They do have force on force. They have like HVT stuff, and as well they do put on events there. They do have Milsim events that they host at D14 periodically through the year, and I think the newest one that they have currently is something Dagestan. And you can get tickets on their website, which is D14airsoft.com, and there will be a link down in the description below. Anyway, so moving on. Right here is the rules. If you want to read them all, it's you can pause it, read them all. I scrolled through the entire thing. They have all the rules required. The FPS limits. They have all the pyrotechnics limits and all that stuff up on their website. And like I said, you can check all of this out on their website. Overall, I gotta say that this field is pretty good. I mean, it's still without it's still with its flaws, but overall it's a pretty good field, and that's why for D14, well, I'm just gonna have to 100% rate them a, a you know what, an 8 out of 10, because you know what, 8 out of 10. That's what they deserve. I'd even say 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, the only problem that they really had was the amount of staff that they had on hand in order to effectively end the games and the communication between them. That's it. Other than that, a freaking amazing field. Alrighty guys, so I hope you liked the video, so just hit that like button and subscribe as well, and go ahead and drop a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this review. Maybe tell me what information you think I might include in the next video, what you would like to hear in the reviews as well. I strive to get you guys the information that could help you out when deciding to go to these places. But as always, thank you guys for supporting me and watching my videos. It's a whole lot of fun, honestly. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you, and Biopilot out.